Dear creators and artists, as the year comes to a close, I wanted to give an update on the highlights of the past quarter. There are so many new updates to share on our 3 key priorities: supporting creator and artist success, improving communication and engagement, and living up to our responsibility. With that, let me move to our first section, supporting creator and artist success. One of the biggest issues we've heard from you is around copyright claims. We worked on this earlier this year and made changes that removed the financial incentive to claim very short and unintentional music use. We added the requirement of timestamps for all manual claims, so you know exactly which part of the video is being claimed, and made updates to our editing tools so it's easy to remove manually claimed content from videos. We're also looking to support your success by helping you monetize in new ways that go beyond traditional ad revenue and tap into the viewer-creator connection. From Super Chat to merchandise, we're seeing real results. For example, more than 100,000 channels have received Super Chat, and we're building on that success by expanding the launch of Super Stickers to eligible creators in 60 countries around the world. For gaming creators, we heard loud and clear that our policies need to differentiate between real-world violence and gaming violence. We have a policy update coming soon that will do just that. The new policy will have fewer restrictions for violence in gaming, but maintain our high bar to protect audiences from real-world violence. Moving on now to our second section, improving communication and engagement. Meeting creators is always a highlight for me. And this past quarter, I sat down with Elfie Days and celebrated the 10-year anniversary of his first YouTube video. I also spoke with Wampa and Emma Chamberlain and took some tough questions from MatPat of The Game Theorist at YouTube's first ever Gaming Creator Summit. I also met with a group of creators in Europe, including Patricia Bright, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Sally Svelte, Visual Politic, Mr. Bruff, and Jessica Kellgren Fozard. And to help creators have a better understanding of our guidelines, we're working to expand our self-certification pilot to hundreds of thousands of YouTube Partner Program creators next year. This program lets creators self-report how their video complies with the ad policies. It's a self-reinforcing process. The more accurate you are in your self-reporting, the more our system trusts you. Not only does self-certification give creators more control, it also gives specific feedback about why a video might have monetization issues. I wanted to mention that we also want to support creator well-being. Many creators have shared stories about burnout and said they feel they can't take a break from posting even when they need one. So I asked the product team at YouTube to look into what happens when creators take a break, and they found good news. On average, channels had equal or more views when they returned than when they had right before they left. So if you need to take some time off, your fans will understand. After all, they tune into your channel because of you. Moving on now to living up to our responsibility. My number one priority is to balance our responsibility with freedom of expression. Sometimes people wonder why policy changes don't happen overnight. These changes take time because behind the scenes, we're bringing together hundreds of people at YouTube in consultation with many outside experts. Right now, we're in the process of updating our harassment policy guidelines, and we'll keep you posted as they're finalized. I also wanted to share some thoughts as I've met with policymakers around the world. In all of these conversations, it's clear that we need to continue to help opinion leaders understand the new creator economy and how it contributes to jobs, culture, and the economy. I've talked with many of you about the unintended consequences of the European Copyright Directive and how Article 17, previously known as Article 13, might impact YouTube and your channel. Thanks to all of the creator involvement, we were able to make improvements to the legislation. In particular, securing liability protections when we make best efforts to match copyrighted material with rights owners. This change made a big difference and moved the Copyright Directive in a better direction for the internet and YouTube. We're meeting with each European country's government now as they turn the legislation into national law, and that will happen over the next few years. We've been inviting local creators to help explain how this could affect their livelihoods. In closing, we've seen how powerful it is when creators do good work around the world. So many of you were inspired by Mr. Beast and Mark Rober's Team Trees Challenge to help plant 20 million trees by January 2020. Last month, I was honored to join in the challenge and plant a tree with Mark. The response from creators to Team Trees has been so impressive. If you keep up this pace, we will hit the goal of 20 million trees. We're excited to help creators support their favorite causes with tools like the YouTube donate button. In the next few months, the donate button will come out of beta and become available to thousands of creators in the US, and later expand to more countries, giving creators the opportunity to embed a fundraising campaign next to videos and live streams. It's so inspiring to see all of your great work, so keep it up. Until next time.